We're at war, everybody. Isn't that fun?
Kidding. Yeah.
We did it, everybody.
Operation Epic Fury and Roaring Lion.
Cue Ben Shapiro going, oh, I love these freaking names. So freaking cool.
Epic Fury.
Yes. And so all of those guys are dead. All the senior leaders.
We killed everybody who is going to take over. So we're going to have to find some new people.
America's reached out to be like, all right, ceasefire now? We ready to just kind of...
You guys ready to quit?
What do you say? We both got off some nice shots on each other. Maybe we just wrap it up, go home. But the problem is, they did that in June. And what happened? America and Israel regroup, and then they just level them again. Iran's only choice is to say, okay, we have to make this so painful for you that if there is a ceasefire, you do not want to do this again in 6 months. Why would you cheer this on? Why are you getting a hard-on for blowing people up?
Look, I just like the F-14. I just think it's a cool airplane.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Do we need a clap?
1. Clap. Welcome back to another episode of the Ben and Emil Show. We got a real riveting one, folks. We're talking all about Block. They laid off 40. Can you believe that?
Yeah, the biggest news of the week.
It's the biggest.
Inarguably.
And Warner Brothers.
Netflix.
Oh my God, are you seeing this? Just kidding. We're at war, everybody. Isn't that
Just
fun?
kidding. Yeah.
We did it, everybody.
We did it, everybody.
We became the stupidest country in the history of countries.
The best tweet I saw about all of this is sending your teenager to go die in the Middle East because you saw an interracial couple in a GMC Sierra commercial.
I mean, that's truly where we are. We have the head of the Department of War being like, woke war is over, okay?
Yeah, stop being gay.
If you want gay war, elect Obama. Sorry, pal. We're doing war straight as hell this time.
I can't believe I didn't know that he's Harvard educated. I thought those guys are supposed to be smart or something. Hey, ain't you supposed to be smart? Did you go to Harvard? We got a great bonus episode for you. I've got some riveting health news that you guys will surely enjoy.
Yeah, the bonus episode. You're going to need a pick-me-up after this one.
Yeah. Girl Scout cookie. I said something to a Girl Scout. And
did Ben call a Girl Scout a nectarine kicker? Find out.
Did I make up a slur?
Find out in the bonus episode.
Plus, what else do we have down there? What are we talking about?
Also, if you didn't hear last week, we have some merch in the store, new merch that people are going absolutely bonkers over.
Yeah.
And if you want to be like one of our fans who will tell you about who was stuck in a war zone with a Ben and Emil merch on.
Oh yeah,
you gotta get yours if
you're
thinking of doing any international travel.
Yeah, there he is. He's stuck in Dubai. Sent me this message. I think his name is Marshall. So huge shout out to him. Hope he's doing okay. He's got the loser consumer hat on.
So get yours now if you want to.
Yeah, get yours
if you
now.
want to be in a bunker and someone going, what's that mean? And you go, it's this show I watch.
Yeah. Also, huge shout out to the guys that I saw at the Rustic. I think it was last week. They stopped me and I said hi, and that was nice. This feels bad doing, hey, get your stuff, sign up for the show. Before we get into the heavy stuff, we got a lot to cover this week, but
we had a couple housekeeping things to take care of up top. What do you want us to do?
If you want to get that Southwest Companion Pass card, get that.
Well, you think life just stops because we're at war now?
Thecreditcardlist.com. So
I have had multiple friends text me and be like, this feels so fucking stupid. I'm at work right now and all this stuff is going on, and they're like, yeah, just make sure you get me that report. But okay, sure, I'll get right on it.
All right. So,
And we are at war. I don't care how many times these people say we're doing major combat operations, or
is that what they're calling it?
Or whatever they want to, whatever gymnastics they want to do to not call this a war. We're at war with the Iranian nuclear program. Oh, okay. Well,
we're at war with the concept of war.
I'll tell the Iranians that we're not at war with them. We're at war with their nuclear program.
Yeah. Man, yeah, fuck that program, dude.
The Japanese on December 7th, 1941 were actually at war with our Navy fleet in the Pacific and not with us.
Ooh, that makes me want to go watch some stuff about the USS Enterprise.
If you haven't heard, we with Israel bombed Iran. Starting for us, it was Friday night. I found out on Friday night. I was in bed, doing my best to get through.
Wow, you were in bed? What an absolute loser! I was at a poker game at a house.
I was in bed trying to get my ass through Gravity's Rainbow because it's the hardest book I've ever read. And
well, yeah, judging by the title, I mean,
Sarah just went like this.
Oh, great!
Went, fuck.
Yeah. Operation Epic Fury and Roaring Lion.
Cue Ben Shapiro going, oh, I love these freaking names. So freaking cool. You've seen that, right?
No.
We'll put it in.
Of Ben Shapiro saying that? About these literal names.
He says it.
Oh my God. I love these names. So freaking cool. Does he laugh when he says it?
You just need to see it. The president's decision here is extraordinary. It's known as Operation Epic Fury, which I got to say is just awesome. The operation names from the administration, top notch. Midnight Hammer was great last year. Operation Epic Fury, yeah, man. Epic Fury.
I'm not joking. Damn. All right. I'm fucking fired up. I'm fucking pissed. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm seeing the craziest shit. This is all real. Sycophants, freaks, losers.
I want to put on high heels and walk all over his dick and balls.
I mean, he'd love that.
Yeah. Wow, this is epic. I love the way you walk over my balls. My penis and balls.
Epic Fury.
God, dude.
This is only for people with child's brains. It's
not real. They have video games. They've lost
everyone else.
It's video games.
This is all... if you're still like, this is cool, you have the brain of a child. I'm sorry.
I love seeing all the cope coming from the Trump supporters who are like just having to swallow all that Trump cum and say, yeah, I voted for this.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only good thing is that you get to watch these people like twist
but
and
they
turn
don't have
themselves into knots.
Like
and the people who have turned their back on it, hey, you're welcome here. But
welcome to the resistance.
Anyone who's because there are still so many high profile people who still have platforms and are against this now, but voted for him in 2024. I just think
they don't care, dude. It doesn't matter.
What do you mean they don't care?
They don't care. I mean, they're saying it today, and then come.
I know. I'm just saying,
it's just pathetic.
If you want to still comment on this stuff, but you got duped in 2024, I feel like you have to open every one of your videos, appearances, whatever, with a like. And just so you know, I voted for this stuff in 2024 because I have a baby brain. Like, I want you in a t-shirt, an ill-fitting t-shirt. Put it over your little suit that you wear to go on Fox News, and that's going to go above your suit and say, I voted for it in 2024.
I got poop on my brain. He's like, I just looked at Jack Posobiec's Twitter because I think if you really want to take the temperature of Trump's most ardent dick lickers, you look at someone like Jack Posobiec, and they're all just focused on what's going on in Texas, the election going on in Texas.
Oh, sure. Yeah,
and Utah. They know, like, oh, we're just not even going to talk about this.
Why would you?
Yeah.
What could you say? Where would you even start? That, like, we're now, what are we, 2 months out from the Venezuela thing? Is it still, no one has any idea why the hell we did it. No one has any idea what's going on. They've offered what, like, maybe close to a dozen different reasons that were even bogged down in this Iranian thing. And bogged down is an understatement. I mean, it's obviously America, Israel, Iran, and then we've brought in every Gulf state, Saudi Arabia, Oman.
Oh, I thought that Iran brought them in by bombing our bases.
We brought them in by bombing.
Oh, right,
like, what
right.
Are you
Yeah, sorry.
I can't even name them all. Bahrain,
Yemen.
UAE,
Qatar,
Yemen is now
Qatar,
in.
Qatar.
The Houthis are getting in. Lebanon and Hezbollah. Cyprus has been bombed. Greece is bringing warships to protect.
Greece has warships?
They do.
Damn. I met a great Greek guy this weekend. He was our server at the bar. He was really fun. And he and I connected.
In what way?
We just two psychos. He just
You can't
knew
say
that.
about
He
the
just
Greek
knew
guys.
that he was wearing a Tool shirt. He had long hair and a ponytail. And I was like, "Are you
classic
from
Greek guy.
South America?" And he's like, "No, I'm from Greece," or however he said it. And I was like, "Oh, okay." And we were just cracking jokes every time he would come to the table. But yeah, the shit went down Friday night. They already bombed whatever compound. And I'm gonna butcher his name, Khamenei. Because the guy that he succeeded had a very similar name, Khamenei, and then this guy's Khamenei.
You got to be careful with the O and the A.
Yes, and so all of those guys are dead. All the senior leaders, including and especially the like Trump, who they wanted to take over. Trump was like,
well, we killed everybody who was going to take over. And
I'm going to do Trump like that now.
we killed everybody who was going to take over. So we're going to have to find some new people.
We'll
to
insert
take
the
over-
video of him doing his whole, we killed our second choice, so now we're looking for a third wave.
Do you have someone in mind right now? Because you said all the people you did have in mind have been taken out. What do you think?
Well, most of the
about
people we had in
that?
mind are dead. So, we had some in mind from that group that is dead. And now we have another group. They may be dead also, based on reports. So I guess you have a third wave coming in. Pretty soon we're not going to know anybody.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, and then the remaining people in charge. By the way, I don't. I'm just as clueless as you guys. I've been reading about it a lot, but I assumed that with the head cut off, so to speak, that the IRGC was just in shambles and that was it.
Well, then you're just as clueless as the fucking the president and his dipshit moron cabinet who thought it was going to be. They thought this was going to be over on fucking Sunday.
I thought you said this was going to be epic.
They
and
thought
it's
they were
not
going to
epic.
kill Khamenei and it was going to be over on Sunday.
Not epic to me.
So the IRGC then fired at U.S. bases in Kuwait, Bahrain, UAE, activated Hezbollah in Lebanon. And yeah, the guy who's in power now is a guy named Masoud Pezeshkian.
I don't even think that's up to date anymore. I think
really, that was like literally as of yesterday, 3 hours ago. Is an Iranian politician, former heart surgeon. Wow, cool.
Well, they also have they have the supreme leader, and then they'll have like a prime minister or president. So but I do think last I saw, and this could change so quickly. Last I saw, I think they, as the supreme leader, they elected one of Khamenei's children or relatives or something. There's so much shit going on. It's
impossible to keep up with. And in this day, like, what bad luck and bad timing. What fortune to be born in this day and age when, everything you could ever want, all the knowledge you could ever want to consume is at your fingertips. But at the same time, we're in a major, major war in the age of AI with Donald Trump as president. I don't know what there are certain videos that I'm like, I truly cannot tell if this is real or not. And then there's people retweeting stuff that's very clearly fake. Like that fucking Grant.
Yeah, you got to get off Twitter and make sure it's being confirmed by news sources.
It's very, very hard. I mean, it's on Instagram too. It's everywhere.
Well,
it's AI.
That's not.
Well, that thing you made it sound like it was just there.
I don't mean get off Twitter and go to Instagram. I mean get it verified by actual sources and journalists.
Well, all that's to say is Twitter used to be not entirely reputable, but it used to be at least reliable place to get up to the minute information.
Way worse at being the place you can go to for.
The algorithm just rewards dipshittery and
a guy just trying to make money off getting clicks and
I think I even saw a Tim Pool tweet that was like, by the time this tweet makes its rounds, I'm going to make $5,000 because it's just an intentional shit post. It's a bad system to reward that kind of stuff. So anyway, Yeah, they. So why is this happening, huh? Why?
Well,
Why, God?
there's
God is dead.
It feels much like Venezuela, where like all of a lot of the reasons they're throwing out don't make much sense. I mean,
And they thought that it was going to be as easy as Venezuela. 2 different countries, 2 different situations, 2 literally on other sides of the world, other hemispheres, and they're like, it's going to be just. Trump is like, it's going to be just as easy as that one. Going to be just as easy as Venezuela. Hey, gang, we want to take a quick break to talk to you about looking good. Because at the end of the day, looking good feels good, doesn't it, folks?
Look
at me.
It's getting warmer out. You're taking off that heavy jacket. That's why we're here to talk about some of Rag and Bone's clothes. Look at the way Ben looks right now. Does he not look,
People usually,
dare I say, sexy?
yeah, people usually talk about how bad I look, but not anymore.
He rolled up today and I said, damn, you look good, man.
Yeah,
I'm so
what is
glad.
with
I'm
that
so
shirt?
glad Rag and Bone hooked it.
Yeah, man. I love how these. Man, I really do love how this shirt feels.
It looks great on you.
I feel like $1,000.
And they sent us both very nice jeans that are we're going to be stepping out in.
Yeah, they're built to last. It's all built to last. It's they got a proprietary 8-step overdye process. They give each piece a rich dimensional color that gets better with every wash. I already washed this once, and it. Oh my God!
They also felt broken in right away. It's unbelievable.
They just feel like, I don't know, premium. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Speaking of, built with premium materials and craftsmanship. Every piece is made to last, not just for a season, but for years. There are true investment pieces that only get better with every wear. They offer a range of fits tailored for any style and occasion, from slim and straight to athletic and relaxed. They're a wardrobe staple that pairs perfectly with any outfit.
Rag & Bone's Infused collection has that made-to-last quality you notice the first time you put them on. They feel premium, look sharp, and you can tell they're meant to be a long-term wardrobe staple. Rag & Bone doesn't just make your new go-to denim. They've perfected everything from buttery soft tees and elevated essentials to jackets and knits that pull your whole look together. It's premium wardrobe, staples made to last, and made to live in.
I am going to be wearing this all the time.
Yeah.
Same with the pants. And I'm probably, because you know me, I wear pants like every single day for months, and that's going to be me. It's time to upgrade your denim with Rag & Bone. For a limited time, our listeners get 20% off their entire order with code BAYS at rag-bone.com. That's 20% off at rag-bone.com with promo code BAYS, B-A-E-S. When they ask where you heard about them, please support our show and let them know we sent you.
Obviously, the big one, they're talking about the Iran can't have a nuclear weapon.
Yeah,
right?
But didn't we blow up their shit last year?
I thought we blew it to smithereens. It was gone. There was no capacity.
According to our own intelligence, they're now years away from nukes.
Mission accomplished in June. Not only that, they're in negotiations. The deal that Obama struck in 2015 that Trump ripped up.
Well, that's because Obama's black. And Trump can't. I mean, that's not good.
The Iranians were offering a better deal.
No, but it was a bad deal.
No,
but
the
Trump's,
problem is we sent two fucking real estate moguls to go negotiate. We sent Jared Kushner and Steve Witkoff, who don't understand what the hell's going on.
Well, because
they
they
don't
want
understand
their
what they're
real
being
estate
offered.
Yeah.
And so they're going, I don't know, we got to bomb these guys.
Yeah, I didn't like the way they looked at me. So, Mr. Trump, yes,
it's unbelievable, and I want to like really stress that like these are people like Trita Parsi, the guy from Oman. They're going on and talking about how they're at the negotiations. Oman's foreign minister said Friday that Iran is offering to give up stockpiling enriched uranium as part of a deal with the U.S. related to its nuclear program. And this is a quote. Now we're talking about zero stockpiling, and that is very, very important because if you cannot stockpile material that is enriched, then there is no way you can actually create a bomb.
The only enriching going on here is Jared Kushner and Donald Trump.
Seriously, if there is a deal, international nuclear inspectors, likely from the International Atomic Energy Agency, could inspect Iran's nuclear facilities at places like Isfahan and inspect the stockpiles. And then another quote, there's an agreement now that this will be downblended to the lowest level possible and converted into fuel, and that fuel will be irreversible. I think we have an agreement on that.
Well, Donald Trump said in his speech, by the way, this clown penis gets in front of everybody on TV after doing this. A very serious, solemn moment. And what is he wearing? He's wearing a big fucking white USA hat. And he says that the reason that they're doing it is to protect Americans and military bases and our allies from Iranian aggression. Obviously, the press has been haranguing them and asking them, okay, what's the plan? How long will this last? Let's play that first clip. How long will this last? Someone asks Pete Hegseth that very relevant question.
The very liberal question.
Question about 4 weeks. It's the typical NBC sort of gotcha type question. President Trump has all the latitude in the world to talk about how long it may or may not take. 4 weeks, 2 weeks, 6 weeks. It could move up. It could move back. We're going to execute at his command the objectives we've set out to achieve. And what he has shown an ability to do that other presidents can't quite seem to have the aperture to do. Well, I mean, Joe Biden didn't even know what he was doing, is to look for opportunities and off-ramps and escalations for the United States that creates new opportunities to execute what we need on our own timeline. So you can play games about 4 weeks, 5 weeks. He has all the latitude, and I'm glad he does, because there's no better communicator than our president expressing those things. I've been in meetings with the president for the last 2.5 days. We know exactly where his headspace is, and he will communicate as he should exactly what he would like, and we will follow those orders. And I think everything he said on that is right down the middle.
Chairman, did you
Absolutely.
have
Yes, right there. Yes, sir.
He also said, we're not going to do these stupid rules of engagement anymore.
I know, I have-
like literally, do you have that clip?
I do have that. Like that's what I was referencing above, where it's like we're not doing, we're not doing this gay war anymore. Here, it's
fascinating as he's pulling that up. I don't even want to call it fascinating anymore. It's extremely disturbing that these guys who are executing Trump's will, it's the will of a fucking lunatic old fart whose brain isn't, like, even just looking at clips of him 10 years ago during the 2015 debates and stuff.
I don't know if this is Trump's will. I don't know whose will this is. I know that like neocons, like Lindsey Graham, I mean, he's on there with the, this is not like a Trump project. You know what I mean? Like historically, he has been somewhat against this stuff. Obviously, at the time it was Obama doing it. I don't know. I don't lay this at the feet of just Trump. There are some like real psychopaths at the helm of this country.
Let's play this.
With maximum authorities. No stupid rules of engagement, no nation-building quagmire, no democracy-building exercise, no politically correct wars. We fight to win, and we don't waste time or lives.
Or lives, like
As the president warned,
the
an effort
confirmed
of this
6.
scope will include casualties. War is hell, and always will be. A grateful nation honors the 4 Americans we have lost thus far and those injured. The absolute best of America.
I can't trust that. These guys don't know what they're doing. All of these reasons they're talking about, like the regime change we're talking about, they truly just thought they were going to take out Khamenei, and then all of a sudden the IRGC was going to go, oh yeah, okay,
oh shit, oh fuck,
fuck this, we give up. You guys were right. Instead, they fucking martyred the guy.
Yeah.
He's 86 with prostate cancer. People are talking about how he's probably going to die within the year.
His butt was eating him alive.
They martyred the guy. I don't even know. I don't even know where to begin with these fucking people.
It's biblical, the amount of hubris and blind confidence that they've got.
And just downright lies. I mean, they were going to strike us first. Okay, the Pentagon comes out and goes, that's bullshit. Like every high-ranking official in the Pentagon is like, that is not what intelligence says at all. I don't know where they're getting that information.
Yeah, and then Trump, during a press conference about dead soldiers, decided to he starts talking about fucking drapes.
This was beautiful. I watched this live because obviously I was just glued to all this, like, what the hell is going on? So I had it on live. He's giving out, it was supposed to be a Presidential Medal of Honor ceremony, which he then also...
Oh, to that old guy?
Yeah.
And it barely fit around his neck?
So it
Poor
also
guy.
became this weird de facto, the first moment he's talking about the fallen soldiers. So he's talking about this very real thing. It's, we honor the fallen dead, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden, and I could not believe that he was able to switch into just fully doing bad stand-up about the ballroom.
He's a deeply unserious person. Go ahead.
Drape. When that comes down, right now you see a very, very deep hole. But in about a year and a half from now, you're going to see a very, very beautiful building. And there's your entrance to it right there. In fact, it looks so nice, I think I'll save money on the doors because it can't get more beautiful than that. I picked those drapes in my first term. I always like gold, but I think we can save a lot of money. I just saved curtains. But, and it'll be spectacular. It'll be the most beautiful ballroom. I believe it because I built many a ballroom. I believe it's going to be the most beautiful ballroom anywhere in the world. And when you hear all that hammering out there, you know why the First Lady is not thrilled exactly.
Who gives a
She
flying
said, will the
fuck?
pile drivers ever stop? You know, they go from 6 in the morning till 11:30 in the evening. Can you imagine? Here? You know what? To me, that's a beautiful sound. She doesn't like it. I love it. You know what? To me, other than here, because we're donating it, not a penny to the taxpayer.
All right, that's enough. Fuck this
Jesus
fucking guy.
Christ.
We're held hostage by this madman and his administration. This is unbelievable. I don't even know.
Did you see any of the Clintons thing?
Of course.
Yeah, that was oddly refreshing. I
Oddly
watched.
refreshing?
Yeah, just to hear like, oh, heads of state used to, Hillary at least. I watched a lot of hers. Just the amount of being able to articulate oneself.
Oh, please! This is the woman who destroyed Libya. Like,
give
get
me
the
a break.
fuck
Come
away!
on.
Like,
Relative
get the fuck
to
outta
Trump,
here.
come on.
I don't give a fuck if you can like be talk nice about the horrific things you're gonna do. Like, get out of here. That has the.
Fine.
Like,
I wish that Hillary Trump had been elected I wish that Hillary Clinton had been elected instead of Donald Trump.
fine, but
Yeah.
it's not like these people
And
were not.
It made me just yearn for the days when we used
It's
to.
not like these people were not hawks and were not ready to just.
I
like,
understand.
Trump in 2016 inherited what? 8 wars that yes, he escalated and like made worse, but like this is the American project, and like not being clear-eyed about that and being like, just like I wish he talked normal like her.
I'm just you're taking what I'm just the surface
know,
of
I'm
what I'm
just
saying. I miss when we didn't have. I'm trying to say something else entirely, which is that I miss when we had people in charge who weren't total fucking moron buffoons like this. And I wish that we had elected Hillary Clinton instead. Say what you want. That
No,
whatever problem. I'm talking to people in the audience.
I understand.
Say what you want. That I'm a fucking dumb lib. Stamp it on my fucking forehead. I don't give a fuck. I would much rather have her than him. I would rather have anybody else than him at this
But I
point.
think this is the problem. Right now, we're in a situation where we do not have an opposition party with the Democrats where they have any meaningful response to this. Because honestly, I think a lot of them want it. Chuck Schumer, the leader of the Senate Democrats, when Trump was first backing off and it seemed like he might not attack Iran, he releases a video going, everyone calls you Taco Trump. Oh, I thought you were a big bad man. What's the matter? You're not going to drop those bombs on Iran, Taco Trump?
He did that?
And it's like, what the fuck is going on?
Chuck Schumer did? I didn't see that.
Yes. We'll insert it here. I'm not going to look for it right now.
When it comes to negotiating with the terrorist government of Iran, Trump's all over the lot. One day he sounds tough, the next day he's backing off. And now, all of a sudden, we find out that Witkoff and Rubio are negotiating a secret side deal with Iran. What kind of bull is this? They're going to sound tough in public and then have a side deal that lets Iran get away with everything? That's outrageous. We need to make that side deal public. Any side deal should be before Congress and, most importantly, the American people. If Taco Trump is already folding, the American public should know about it. No side deals.
I don't want politicians that can, speak eloquently about the horrific things we need to do all across the world. I want politicians who are like, I want this to stop. I don't want to be this spreader of death and destruction all across
I absolutely agree.
the world.
Well, at least Trump said we're going to avenge those service members, so that's good. And what's also good is that there's probably now a power vacuum that's going to be filled by people that I'm sure that America will be, or that Trump will be happiest in power. What worries me and has me, I'm trying not to think about it, is they're now warning us about sleeper cells being activated across Europe and in the United States and Canada. Which then I'm sure even if we were to get hit, it would be deemed a false flag. And I don't know who would even.
That's the situation we're in. We cannot trust our own government.
Trust anything.
I would not. I
wouldn't
not
put it past
them.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put it past either the American government or the Israeli government. We are now lockstep with the Israeli government. It's very confusing trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
They don't even know what's going on. They can't figure out the right way to communicate this to people. Marco Rubio, Secretary of State, is coming out and literally going, oh, we did this because we knew that if Iran was attacked, that they would hit our bases, and we knew Israel was going to attack, so
we had to do it
just
first.
hit them first. And everyone's going, I'm sorry, did you just state that we did this because we couldn't stop Israel from attacking them?
Yeah.
I don't even know. This is the most candy shit operation I've ever seen. It's unbelievable.
Hey, gang, you ever go to a doctor's appointment feeling like you got nothing useful out of it? Maybe they just said, hey, you're fine. Maybe you just drink more water. You got no real data, no game plan, just a pat on the back, a pat on the tush.
We got to talk about superpower, because that was me, basically. I'm going to get my physical every year. I'm going, what are you guys even testing?
Yeah.
You know, you're taking a little bit of blood.
Shut up. Stop asking questions.
Luckily, Superpower reached out. Incredibly easy process. They take a good amount of blood from you.
Yeah.
But then they come back. They got this whole platform for you. You could see a total picture of your health.
We know everything about you.
I know everything. I know what needs work. I know. I got a much clearer picture of the whole thing now, and where just a regular physical would never provide for me.
That's right. They got supplement suggestions, nutritional guidance, lifestyle and behavioral adjustments. Even you even get your true biological age that you can track over time. They can tell all of this stuff.
I was 5 years younger.
Blood. Wow, I thought you were just going to say 5 years old, because I would believe that too. Superpower used to cost $499, but right now it's just $199 for the full experience. That's more affordable than anything else out there. Other testing services charge $500, $1,000, sometimes more for similar or less. Know your numbers this year with Superpower.
It's all super easy. They also get your results very quickly, which is nice. It's great, and you get a full picture. Make this the year you stop guessing about your health with Superpower. Not only did Superpower reduce their price to just $199, but for a limited time, our listeners get an additional $20 off with code BAYES. That's BAES. Head to superpower.com and use code BAYES at checkout for $20 off your membership. After you sign up, they'll ask how you heard about them, so make sure to mention this podcast to support the show.
Well, I think if history's any indicator, it's all about the oil, which we'll get to in a sec. But I mean, just wrapping up with the latest stuff, 3 F-15s were downed in Kuwait in friendly fire, apparently. And yeah, the IRGC yesterday, I mean...
Which also, those 3 planes, that's probably about $400 million.
Oh,
they probably
so peanuts.
$117 million each to replace something like that.
That's good. Hey, that's good. Oh, well, at least it was friendly fire, so we didn't give the enemy the satisfaction of shooting them down. Yeah, the IRGC...
Which, who knows if that's even the case? I mean,
dude, I don't know. Like, I saw a video of a missile chasing...
We're very dead set on saying it's friendly fire.
Yeah.
Because they don't want it to be... But I'm like, what's more embarrassing? Friendly fire that we shot down our own fucking 3 planes, or that the Iranians were able to take down the most expensive, sophisticated aircraft?
Meanwhile, we were looking on, what was the subreddit yesterday? Aviation or something?
Oh, God. Yeah, it's just like...
There's a specific subset of plane autists who love military hardware, who love military planes. And am I one of them? Kinda. Not really. Not like these guys. But they, in particular, in that subset, in that subculture, the F-14 Tomcat is like the Charizard of military planes. And the B-1 bomber is up there, but like the F-14, it was phased out because it was way too expensive to maintain. But the only military that still operates them is Iran's. And these people on this subreddit were just like, God, please just don't blow up those F-14s.
Not the F-14. They don't belong in war. They belong in museums.
Yeah, it is just, it's just funny that like, wow, what
just
a
completely
what a special world.
Apolitical. Just like, what about the planes though?
Yeah.
Every time
Man,
one
these
goes
bombs,
down,
whoa.
doesn't matter whose it was. Like, oh, what a travesty! That is a one well-oiled machine.
Yeah. Oh, and that's what Tom Cruise flies in Top Gun.
Oh, there's
the
a lot
first
of
one.
jokes like that too. Like, heard the IRGC's trying to get Tom Cruise to come over to pilot one of those for him. Unbelievable stuff going on.
Speaking of the IRGC, they said yesterday that they're shutting down the Strait of Hormuz, which is just south of Iran, and it's like I think it's where Yemen and Qatar, they all dip into that. Oh God, what is the sea? Is it the Red Sea?
It's the Persian Gulf. Yeah.
Persian Gulf. So 30% of global seaborne 30% of the global seaborne oil trade goes through right there, and 20% of liquid natural gas. You've got Saudi Arabia, who's the largest exporter of oil through there, and Qatar is the largest exporter of liquid natural gas. And the IRGC is saying, hey, we're shutting it down, and any ships that attempt to pass through, be it cargo or energy, we're going to fire upon.
Which also wouldn't have even mattered because it was at a point where insurance companies were going, yeah, like basically what it would cost to insure these shipments is going to be cost prohibitive. We're not.
Yeah.
What are you, crazy? We're gonna insure these oil shipments.
Yeah,
and that's what they're trying to do. Like basically where we're at is that
that's like the one card that Iran still has to play.
It seems like they have quite a few. I can't tell what's going on. It seems like Iran has been, they've hit a bunch of bases. It seems like they also have this advantage where they're using these drones, which are much,
the drones
much
are
less expensive to make, and they can make them way quicker. And when America is using their like THAAD missiles to take these down, what's going on is Iran is launching a drone that costs like 50 grand to make, sometimes less. America is launching $1 million missile at it to take it out.
It takes like 2 years to build.
Oftentimes, it takes very long to build. They're very expensive. So it's $1 million. Oftentimes it takes more than one to take it out. So every time Iran launches one of these drones for $30,000, America spends like $3 million. And we don't have just an endless stockpile of these things.
They just had to.
So I don't know what's going on. And Iran, America's reached out to be like, all right, ceasefire now. We ready to just kind of.
You guys ready to quit?
What do you say? We both got off some nice shots on each other. Maybe we just wrap it up, go home. But the problem is they put Iran in this position where they did that in June. And what happened? America and Israel regroup, and then they just level them again. Iran's only choice is to say, okay, we have to make this so painful for you that if there is a ceasefire, you do not want to do this again in 6 months.
Well, and also, the THAAD thing, they apparently, America, from what I've just read over the last 24 hours, because they weren't expecting any of this to be still ongoing, they thought it was just going to be wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, like Venezuela. They're now shipping some over from elsewhere in the world, which has me personally concerned because I'm like, man, if I'm China right now, if I'm Xi Jinping, I'm going, hey, like so many American military assets are way over on the other side of the world, stuck in a bit of a quagmire. To say the least, or whatever the fuck you want.
That's for gay political correct.
Gay political
words.
Stuff. Okay,
this one's cool and
an ass whipping. Project American ass whooping. I'm gonna fucking move on Taiwan, to quote Donald Trump, like a bitch.
Why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't you?
You would
That's
have no
what's got
reason
me
not
concerned.
to. You watch them just depleting every munition they have. They're going out and talking about, don't worry about it. We have munitions all around the world. We'll pull them all away from there.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. And, you have this cabinet full of people going, oh, China's our biggest threat in the world. Oh, all right. Well, then why don't you use everything you have on the stupidest imperial adventurism we have ever seen?
And part of it is that, there's
literally
so many
kicking
different
off like a 14 country conflict.
There's so many different ways to look at this because like China gets a lot of oil from Iran. China also got a lot of oil from Venezuela. So it's like, what kind of, I'm sure they're going to, whatever happens, they're going to give all the credit to Trump if it goes well, but none of the blame if it doesn't. And that's just how it goes because Trump is, he sold his soul at some point to the devil. And the deal was never, ever make me look bad. And yeah, I'll go to hell, whatever. Who gives a shit? And that's probably why he's talking about it now. It's like, damn, I remember selling my soul to the devil.
I think what you're talking about, though, is like the case for so long. And Venezuela was the last one where it was like, where he was like, wow, I can literally get away with that.
I can do whatever I want.
It does not matter. And I think this is imperial hubris. He was like, I command the most expensive, most impressive,
sophisticated, powerful in history,
military in the history. Yeah. I can do whatever I want. And he's finding out that's not the case.
There was also a theory someone put out there that I really liked just because it's a thinker. And, in this day and age, who the fuck knows truly anymore? That they showed him the AI god when he got into office the second time and basically told him, we have the capability to take out any world leader that you want. Very, very quickly with minimal damage within days. And he's like, oh, okay, cool. And we were able to do it with Maduro. And he's like, let's put it to the test in Iran. And who the fuck knows what's next?
He was able to do it in Iran. The thing is, he just didn't know what to do after it.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
They didn't think any of it through.
He's a massive. You know how the old trope of two kids on shoulders on top of each other's shoulders in a trench coat sneaking into a movie theater? He's just like 17 piles of dog shit.
My biggest concern is the theory that he's gotten us into this mess so he can. We all remember the video of him talking to Zelensky in the Oval Office, and he's like, "Oh yeah, that's right. You can't have an election if you're at war." And there's
midterms.
My big fear is he knows he's supremely unpopular. Mm-hmm. He knows he's got his back against the wall.
Drag this out until midterms?
If there are midterm elections with all this shit going on, this is a thing which I think with Snap polling, it's like 24% of Americans are on board with this. This is not a popular thing. He was already deeply unpopular.
Yeah.
My big fear is that there is a big move to just be like, fuck it, no midterms. Me and the Republicans can't win them. Mm-hmm. What if we just didn't have them? Wouldn't that be a nice way to?
Don't you need Congress's official declaration of war to do that though? I wouldn't put it past them to do that.
I mean, have democratically elected? I mean, have Democratic officials shown any backbone in stopping any of this?
I mean, that's part of the thing is that this is by many accounts very illegal and unconstitutional.
The president has a lot of power if he can do war powers stuff. It's going to be a fucking mess.
Much to look forward to. So the concern about oil is that the price of oil has already kind of spiked, and shippers are now rerouting container ships and everything else around the southern tip of Africa, the Horn of Africa. And yeah, it's...
it is crazy.
What?
There finally has been, what you've been saying, nothing will shake the market. There was finally a little bit of a...
But the dips the last couple of days have been bought, and I wonder
by people like me. I bought it this morning.
But I wonder.
I'm gonna get a little war bond discount on this on my VT Sachs.
I do wonder because the market has just been relentlessly even with it gapping down yesterday and today, it intraday has been bought up, and I wonder if that's just the last gasp before it finally really has a deeper correction. Yeah. And I really don't know at this point. It's truly like confounding what's going on with this fucking market.
I would never root for it to happen, but
No.
but it's obviously, I've said it on this show.
It's the one thing that could hurt him.
It's alarming. Yeah, and I think that's part of the Iranians' calculation of like, let's inflict all kinds of pain. Let's make him look weak with the military bases. Let's make him look weak all over the place, and let's also inflict the economic pain at home. Let's have Americans. Let's spike their gas prices.
Let's spike their cortisol,
and let's destroy their retirement accounts that they're so happy about. But if there is all this instability and the stock market just continues to just little engine that could, I don't know.
It's very possible. I mean,
then it's just completely detached from. Hey guys, we got to take a quick break to talk to you about Shopify. You guys know, we've been talking about it forever. Shopify was a huge boom to us because we had no idea what we were doing when we went out on our own. We said, what are you talking about? Build an online store, sell products, sell merch, sell stuff at the show with a POS system. We said,
we were terrified.
What are you even talking about?
I was shaking like a cartoon.
And I said, well, let's just try Shopify. They made everything so easy for us. So, but don't be like us. Don't be scared because they're here for you.
There's nothing to be afraid
of. Don't
let
those worries get in the way of launching the thing you're very excited to do because it's so easy.
Shopify is the commerce platform behind millions of businesses around the world and 10% of all e-commerce in the U.S., including ours. You can get started with your own design studio with hundreds of ready-to-use templates. Shopify helps you build a beautiful online store that matches your brand style. You can accelerate your efficiency. You can get the word out like you have a marketing team behind you. You can easily create email and social media campaigns. Best yet, Shopify is your commerce expert with world-class expertise in everything from managing inventory to international shipping to processing returns and beyond. They literally have everything you could possibly need.
So stop worrying, all right? It's time to turn those what-ifs into cha-ching with Shopify today. Sign up for your $1 per month trial today at shopify.com/Baze. That's B-A-E-S. Go to shopify.com/Baze. That's shopify.com/Baze.
The thing that I always try to 30,000-foot view with that is what is the most painful thing that the market could do? They call it the pain trade. Would it be squeezing higher? Would it be dropping? Or would it be going sideways? And there's part of me that thinks that it's probably a sideways to down move, slower than you would expect, so that hedging is kind of useless. And individual stocks will get taken to the woodshed. I mean, yeah, I really don't know. That's there is some comfort to me in knowing that nobody knows. At least
that's comforting. I mean, in this situation,
for me, just a little bit is just like, okay, at least I'm not alone in that. At least I'm not alone in what the fuck is going on?
In this situation, I feel very uneasy. I think it feels like the last breaths of the American empire we're getting to watch. I mean, this is crazy. I mean, and the repercussions, obviously some people are steadfast. Mark Carney, who we literally on this episode was like, he just called it the world order is ending and gave this whole speech about how international law really only applies to certain people. And we've been lying about that for so long. It's time we be honest. He comes out and he's like, yeah, Iran needs to be destroyed. It's like, dude, what is your deal?
Yeah.
Obviously, Keir Starmer doing the same thing, the biggest coward in the world. Spain is like, you can't use our bases.
Mm.
Trump, here, we should play it.
Oh, yeah. And then Trump was like,
we're not going to trade with Spain anymore.
But not only that,
we're not going to do it.
He says, that's fine. I've told them to, we'll just play the clip.
We don't need your olive oil and jamon.
But some of the European, like Spain, has been terrible. In fact, I told Scott to cut off all dealings with Spain. Spain, first of all, it started when every European nation, at my request, paid 5%, which they should be doing. And everybody was enthusiastic about it, Germany, everybody. And Spain didn't do it. And now Spain actually said that we can't use their bases, and that's all right. We could use their base if we want. We could just fly in and use it. Nobody's going to tell us not to use it, but we don't have to. But they were unfriendly. And
I mean, you
so
can pause it.
told
That's the part. This is like we're
the irony of calling that unfriendly when you, sir, are the unfriendly one. Everybody's treating us unfair. You're the one who is unfair, sir.
But we're heading into some pretty weird waters here where the president of the United States is talking about Spain and being like, fuck it, we'll fly in there and just take their base over.
He's a stubborn, stupid son of a bitch.
He's really just playing with the idea of sovereign nations now. It's like he doesn't even...
We have Palantir, they don't. We're going to go in there with Palantir. That's basically it. Is like Palantir, probably Alex Karp is like, we've got the weapons, okay? If you're not a retard, then these are his words. This is literally what he said at a fucking conference like today. He was like, if you go against us, you're a retard and it's stupid. I swear we are the ones who are fighting for Western civilization. And just like fucking God, I just want to fucking,
We're run by freaks, man. Like,
freaks, total circus clown pile of shit.
And we're walking on a wire here. It's very scary. This idea we're talking about with Iran not necessarily interested in talking about and negotiating right now and talking about ceasefires.
Yeah.
I mean, why would you? I saw someone post it today. It was, I don't know if it's like an old quote from military planning or whatever. It's if you ask the bear to dance, you don't get to decide when the dance stops. The bear decides.
Damn, I like that quote.
And we asked the bear to dance, man. Like, I don't know what... Like, you don't get to go like, all right, enough. We killed all your guys. Like,
and the bear's
going. I don't. It's terrifying, and this is on the heels of a months-long project of isolating ourselves from the world and all our allies.
Yeah, calling everybody
saber rattling with all the Greenland stuff and having every European go, dude, what the hell are you talking about?
They respect us now. They respect us.
The thing I can't quite understand is the Europeans and people like Mark Carney who are coming back to him and being like, you're right. You're forever our man. Chancellor Merz in Germany. It's like, dude, there's never been a more bitch-made person in history.
Yeah. I mean, he's an alpha. That's for sure.
I was posting a lot about this stuff and on Instagram, and I was getting DMs from some people who were like, no, you don't understand. Like, you'll get it one day. You're like a person who is who's protesting in America, saying we shouldn't go to war in the 30s because we don't want to go to war with Nazi Germany.
Mm-hmm.
Iran is Nazi Germany, and I'm like, no, we're Nazi Germany, pal. How many people have we gone out and attacked? Boop, boop.
Yeah.
We are Nazi Germany going into Austria, doing our little Sudetenland thing, getting our going into Poland, Greenland. And then finally being like, nothing can stop us. Let's try Russia.
1,000-year Reich. I mean, a third term. Did I say that out loud? And I mean, this isn't anything new with Iran. Just a quick little crash course.
And also the last thing, I just want to make sure I say this because I have to say this every time I say I don't want to go to war with Iran or Venezuela or anybody. This is not to say that I am some kind of fan of the IRGC or the Ayatollah or any of these fucking people.
He was telling me before.
I know that like 99% of people can understand that. But like for the 1% of you who's like gonna DM me and be like, dude, you are a fucking idiot. You're a spokesperson for the IRGC. You love them. You love sucking off the Ayatollah. Get real. Use your fucking head. Just because someone is bad doesn't, I mean, that's a pretty low bar we're setting here with all these things. Bad guy, unpopular leader. Okay, we got to...
Yeah, we have one of those.
Honestly.
Oh, well, they make women, they're oppressive to women. What do you think? There's a lot of that here.
Oppressive to women. First thing we do right off the bat, bomb a fucking school full of girls. Yeah. Kill 150 girls. All of this shit. I mean, fine. If you guys have the stomach for it, if you guys have the stomach for watching regime change, fine. I It's not for me. Okay. I've seen all the shit coming out of Tehran, the carpet bombing. It's horrific. But if you guys, like, if that's your project, have at it. I can't, it's not for me.
And like I was saying, the oil thing. So oil has been at the crux of the Iranian issue for a long, long time. Basically, when it was first discovered there, the company that used to be, well, the company that is now BP, and it was called something else way, way back then, basically took advantage of Iran and was like taking all the money for themselves. They had a secular guy in charge. He wanted to get a fair shake from BP. He was overthrown in the 50s because the British and the CIA were like, fucking, it's communists over there. And it was a big thing with McCarthyism back then. They install a guy who gets overthrown because there were a bunch of different competing groups, and the Ayatollah was the strongest one because he had a bunch of, not churches, but, like he had a bunch of, they basically had the biggest footprint in Iran already, existing infrastructure, existing influence. And then, that ever since then, it's been a very religious, orthodox.
It's a very simplistic way of,
it's about oil.
That's a long.
It's been a long time about oil.
I think the most important thing is people are going to continue to tell you this is about 1979, and they've been our enemy since 1979, and nothing ever happened before 1979. And don't you dare ask why BP ran to MI6 and the CIA.
Could you go? I
to
can't
be
even
like,
do it.
This is crazy. Okay, so we're going in
This is
there and
crazy.
taking all of their resources, right? This resource-rich country who's impoverished by us, and
Should be ours.
now they're saying they want to audit us. Not even that they want to like take all the money from this. That they want to audit us to see if we're abiding by the bullshit deal we gave them.
It's fucked up.
Can
It's
you
twisted,
imagine
ain't
that?
it? It's fucked up.
It's fucking twisted, mate.
Yeah. Hey, America, there's communists over there. Did you hear about it? I know you're right scared about it. Well, there's
I
plenty of
just
them over
can't
there.
fucking. I can't, I'm so pissed, man. I don't want to live in this horrifically cruel world, and America is such a purveyor of this cruelty, and it really just it hurts. It hurts to watch.
At least Ian Miles Chong is safe. You guys want to see the saddest video you've ever seen? So this guy is a Malaysian Twitter influencer who's been around for a long time, and he posted this video of in Dubai. It's 3 a.m. in a Dubai club right now, and the place is alive. You can't beat this city. And it's the saddest thing. It's three probably immigrants from somewhere, and they're holding up a Grey Goose and a bottle of something else, and
every
they've got
single
sparklers.
one of these person's passport has been taken from them, and they are not allowed to go.
And it's the club is empty. There's dry ice, and he's at this lonely table with a guy who just looks absolutely like, what the fuck is my life? And let's play it. All right, it's a celebration. All right. Okay, bottle service. Cool. And then we cut to Ian Miles Chong hitting the shisha. Yeah, all right.
Go back. Look at his friend. Just.
I think he's on the phone.
Death
Probably.
stare.
Just ugh.
I think some kind of message went out from, I don't know, Dubai or whatever, all these people who are like sponsored to do Dubai content, him and Andrew Tate, because all these creators.
Everything is fine.
Everything's good. Everything nice is happening in Dubai, because Dubai is obviously this place. They've said, hey, look, we've built this this beautiful place where we operate outside of politics here. You can come to the Middle East and you don't have to worry about all those you don't have to worry about all those problems that plague all those other Middle Eastern.
It's 3 a.m. and the club is alive.
Countries.
What else is really bleak and dark is that of course the betting industry is alive and well. You could plenty of people were betting on the downfall of Khomeini, and so Kalshi had a big issue. Kalshi refused to pay out bettors who were betting that I guess it was because Kalshi is United States based. They are not legally allowed to make it so that you can bet on someone's death. It was just,
that's nice.
Is he going to be out of power? And because he's out of power via death, they are saying, well, that negates everything. And the guy, Tariq Mansour, one of the founders, put out a whole long statement, but they're reimbursing all fees. If you have a position from before Khomeini died, you will be paid out on the last traded price before his death. If you have a position from after he died, we're going to fully reimburse. It's just dark.
Can you imagine
man.
building this thing? You can bet on anything, and
You can bet on someone
and
dying.
you bet that he'll be removed from power, and Israel and America light this dude up.
Yeah.
In some compound.
Sorry,
and then
he
like,
died.
Sorry, we haven't seen the death certificate. That could have been natural causes. We know he was suffering from prostate cancer. Who knows?
Dude.
He actually might have died from natural causes right before the missile hit, so it's actually hard to say.
Actually, a cartoon anvil fell on his head, we heard, so that technically doesn't count
this
as
could
him
have
being
been
removed
a
from power.
natural succession of power,
Yeah.
so actually hard for us to pay that out. But we will be returning your fees.
Yeah. Polymarket, though, operates outside of the United States, and their volume, their betting volume hit $529 million with a ton of new wallets. So that's what's beautiful. A ton of new wallets were created, and a ton of people who knew that this was going to happen placed their bets and made millions. So again, just an awesome time to be alive and an awful time. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times.
Lindsey Graham just telling his houseboy to get me on that Polymarket.
Get on that. Hey, why don't you place a little bet for yourself, sweetie? Go ahead. No, daddy will let you do it. Dad'll let you do it. He's gay. That's fine. Be gay. Just, stop being
Just don't ruin the world over it.
Stop
It's like
ruining the world over it, man. God, you're so deeply closeted. We don't care.
Truly, no one cares.
No one gives a shit. And so the last thing, I guess, is that the big controversy last week going into this was that the Department of the Department of War.
Don't call it that. The Department of Defense was gay and politically correct.
Yeah.
This is cool and based.
The Department of Based War. The government wanted to use Anthropic's Claude to analyze bulk data collected from Americans, including Google search history, GPS tracked movements, credit card transactions, all the questions you ask, chatbots. They wanted everything. And basically, Anthropic was like, we aren't cool with that. We don't want our tool to be used for mass surveillance. We don't want there to be no human. There needs to be human interaction when an AI is involved in the taking of human life in the war, in the battlefield. And Pete Hegseth said, "Stop, that's gay. You can't do that. We are going to cut ties with you or invoke the Defense Production Act to force you to tailor Claude to our needs if you don't just do it voluntarily, if you don't comply." And I just think it's interesting because it says a lot about how powerful Claude actually is.
That they wanted it so badly?
That they wanted it so badly.
I also, it's hard to watch.
Like I said.
Like, everyone's making this guy, maybe I get his name wrong a bunch. Dario Amodei, I think it is.
Dario Amodei. Amodei.
Maybe that's not how you say it. I've seen so many people be like, Dario Amodei is my hero. And obviously there's been a huge spike. Claude went from like 114 in the App Store to number 1 in the App Store. It surpassed ChatGPT. Everyone's like, I'm doing my duty. I'm downloading Claude. And I'm like, all right, they were still going to give it to them to use as a weapon. They were just like, make sure a human pushes the button. Like the whole thing. Also this, look, I use Claude because it's a tool, whatever. I'm just like, I'm not going to get my panties in a bunch telling everyone to be like, oh, make sure you use Claude. It's the woke one.
It's the good one. It's the good one.
They built this whole thing on stolen data, all this.
I was just laughing at the
I'm not
idea.
Going to bat for this guy.
They've basically, if there's any X-Men fans out there, they've basically created Cerebro, which is the mega computer that Professor X can plug himself into and see every human and every mutant like projected. And I just love the idea of Trump being inside there and putting it on. Okay, I'm gonna see everybody in the whole world. I can command it with just my voice. Claude, show me every woman's boobs all at once. Show me Hillary Clinton's pussy. She's inside she's in the thing right now, and I'm just curious. All right, that didn't land.
No, it hit. That's gonna hit for people.
Anyway,
that's gonna hit for people.
So then all these other, Palmer Luckey now, I guess he's not that busy. He's got to talk about. A lot of people were chiming in against Amodei and against Anthropic, and they were basically saying, well, Northrop Grumman and all these other defense companies sell missiles to the United States. Are they going to dictate who they can and can't fire the missiles on? Well, no, and they're trying to make that argument that it's like it should not be the company's decision what the government can or cannot do with that product or with that technology. And like I understand the argument that they're making, but at the same time,
but also a company
they don't have any obligation to hand that shit over.
But like Northrop Grumman would never do that.
Yeah,
like,
no.
They build tools of weapons for the government. That is their entire thing of being. They want all their stocks, Northrop Grumman, all the Lockheed Martin, they're up. When we're talking about the market taking a hit, Lockheed Martin's taking like a 6% jump on this shit because this is going to be good for them. When we're talking about like
Jesus, Northrop Grumman is up 30% in the past 6 months to all-time highs.
Yeah,
LMH or LMT. Let's see, LMT. Do LMT stock. That's Lockheed Martin. Do 6 months.
48%.
48%. Holy God.
This is the business these companies are in. You think they're going to go to the government and be like, hey, make sure you don't use it in an irresponsible way? They're like, dude, destabilize. Use it all. It seems like you guys are going to use it all up and need to buy more from us. Like, that's great for us. Anthropic is not that kind of company. And Google wasn't that kind of company until they like got a little whiff of that Department of Defense money. And so a company is fully within its rights to be like, hey, we're actually all set on building a massive surveillance thing for you. If you want to use our tools, we can provide them to you. But like, yeah, it's going to have some strings attached. And Palmer Luckey's saying that because he's the same thing. He's like building his weird little drones and like his masks to put on soldiers so they can go like fight with the metaverse inside their skull or whatever.
What freaks me out is the drones. I mean, we're truly seeing real time a shift toward a new era in modern warfare, which is the use of drones. And I mean, some of the video, I don't know if you saw any of the videos of those Iranian ones. The sound of it is it's just and just.
Oh, it's terrifying.
Yeah. Like,
the whole thing is terrifying.
Yeah.
That's why, there's this really beautiful, I don't even know who the guy is. It's probably from like the 70s or 80s. I'm sure you've seen the clip. We'll like insert it here. It's not worth, but he's talking to Parliament in what it was like growing up with the shelling of London.
Just by saying this, war is an easy thing to talk about. There are not many people of the generation that remember it. The right honourable gentleman served with distinction. The last war, I never killed anyone, but I wore uniform. But I was in London in the Blitz in 1940, living in the Millbank Tower where I was born. Some different ideas have come in since. And every night I went down to the shelter in Thames House. Every morning I saw Dockland burning. 500 people were killed in Westminster one night by a landmine. It was terrifying. Aren't Arabs terrified? Aren't Iraqis terrified? Don't Arab and Iraqi women weep when their children die? Doesn't bombing strengthen their determination? What fools we are to live in a generation for which war is a computer game for our children and just an interesting little Channel 4 news item. Every member of Parliament tonight who votes for the government motion will be consciously and deliberately accepting the responsibility for the deaths of innocent people if the war begins, as I fear it will. Now, that's for their decision to take. But this is a quite unique debate in my parliamentary experience where we're asked to share responsibility for a decision we won't really be taking with consequences for people who have no part to play in the brutality of the regime which we are dealing with. And I finish with this. On October the 24th, 1945, and the former Prime Minister from Bexley, Old Sidcup, will remember it, the United Nations Charter was passed. And the words of that charter are etched into my mind and move me even as I think of them. We, the people of the United Nations, determined to save future generations, succeeding generations, from the scourge of war, which twice in our lifetime has caused untold suffering to mankind. That was the pledge of that generation to this generation, and it would be the greatest betrayal of all if we voted to abandon the Charter and take unilateral action and pretend we were doing it in the name of the international community. And I shall vote against the motion.
And he's like, everyone has forgotten what it's like and what we're doing to people across. And he starts being like,
because it hasn't happened to us in 60 years, 70 years.
Yeah. And honest, that could not apply more to Americans. I think we are the most pampered. We have no idea what it's like to even be remotely close to stuff like this.
Yeah.
And he's talking about, like, you know, do Iraqi mothers not fear for their children's lives? Do Iranians not weep when their children are blown into smithereens? All these things. And I'm just like, why do people not view the world in this way? Why do you cheer? Why would you cheer this on? Why are you getting a hard on for blowing people up?
Look, I just like the F-14. I just think it's a cool airplane. I'm really sorry. I don't know.
It just couldn't be me. I mean, I've probably talked about it on the show. I remember very specifically driving out from LA we were going to, maybe it was like Bishop or something for some climbing. And I was driving out with my friend, and you get to just the middle of the nowhere desert, and we're just talking to each other. We've been driving for hours.
Oh, I know where this is going.
And where?
A
maybe
fucking
I've told you
jet.
this.
No,
Yeah.
I'm guessing.
And a jet flew past us so quickly, and it just, like, every stress chemical, everything, it was both of us. We just, like, stopped talking for a while. It was like
You got jet
everything
mogged.
in you just panics. And that is nothing. I'm not saying that for any, like, pity or, like, what I experienced is nothing. But it felt horrible.
Because your brain's going, what the fuck's going on? What is that? Why? We're in the middle of nowhere. What's happening? Are we going to get, is it a plane crashing? Is it?
And I cannot imagine living life in a place where we just deem their lives unworthy of living a peaceful life and putting up with the fucking bullshit that we spread all across this world.
Makes it all the more tragically poetic and ironic that Trump was bitching about the pile drivers being loud outside the White House. 6 a.m. till 11 p.m. Can you imagine that?
Complaining about the construction.
Oh, God,
and dude, we are playing with a very scary thing here. We haven't even touched upon the fact that you're talking about two nuclear powers. And yes, Israel has nukes. They're not supposed to, but they have a ton of nukes. And America obviously has a ton of nukes. What happens when neither of these countries are backed into a corner? It's a fucking scary situation. This is not, this is not shit you want to play around with. I don't. It sucks, man. These are people's lives.
Well, at least Netflix isn't. At least not your Netflix isn't going to change, right, folks? Because the Warner Brothers, Netflix, Paramount is getting bought by fucking David Ellison has to pony up his stupid daddy's money.
He's doing a joke, but that's the shit, we wanted to talk about.
It's a weird contrast.
Let's talk about what's going on with the economy or whatever. I mean, what we're going to tell you about the effects of this Paramount deal? The effects are that David Ellison is going to have an even more consolidated propaganda machine.
I think it's all about making good content.
That's what it's all about.
And making quality
movies.
It's
about turning Hollywood around.
Yeah.
All right.
Because, frankly, yeah, I don't know. I've lost my touch today.
I'm sorry to have bummed anyone out. I'm just a human. I'm just living through all this.
Dude, we're at the bar. You're scaring the girls.
I don't care. I'm pissed and I'm scared. I shouldn't be out at a bar right now.
The girls are like, who's your friend? Why he's freaking me out? Should we go home? Should we leave the country?
I'm supremely.
And you're just
I'm supremely pissed about what's going on.
Yeah.
I really.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I think you said it all well. You said it best, man. I don't know. These hopefully this all stops. Hopefully Christ comes back or some new prophet. Let's get a new one, man. Let's God, if you're out there, just send a new one to unite
That's
the
what
world.
we need. We need to kill a guy who said he's he said he's God's son. That'll make us all.
We need to
feel
kill a
better.
guy.
We can all rally around being like, "Fuck that! He's not
Fine,
God's
I'll
son."
do it. Everybody fucking kill me. I'll say that I'm the whatever coming. Just kill me.
You're
kill
gonna
me.
sacrifice.
Yeah, I'll do it. But it won't be like a good one. People won't praise me. It'll be like a statue that they slap and they spit at. Like, there he is, the fucker. He caused all this. I'll be the scapegoat. Like, I'll harness all that energy and I'll just implode.
We need more
Let's
than
do it.
that somehow.
We need more than that?
I just got pissed all over again because we said sacrifice, and I was thinking about Bill Ackman being like, the greatest thing you could do is sacrifice yourself for other. Imagine being a billionaire in your little penthouse
dude.
and being like, they sacrifice themselves. Man, for for what? Tell me for what?
The silver spoon that was in his mouth when he was born has just been
He
absorbed.
worked hard to get
It's been absorbed into his bloodstream.
He worked hard to get into his dad's trading firm.
He also sucked ass. I mean, like, Jesus, JCPenney, investing in JCPenney, thinking that was going to turn around, thinking that you could apply Apple Store design to make JCPenney just as well a destination place. Shut the fuck. If I were one of his fucking advisors, I'd be like, sir, turn around. I need to kick you in the butt because apparently you need that to come to here. Amongst his other stupid ass fucking hotels and shit. Shut up, Siri. Why would he? I'm not even talking to you. My stupid phone's like, I didn't understand. Could you say that again? Shut the fuck up. You're just bad too. Now I'm pissed at my phone. I'm pissed at
everybody.
Everybody who's like, oh, why don't you have a case? Why don't you mind the fuck your own business? That's what I think about a case. Yeah. Steve Jobs, eat your heart out, bitch. Stupid bitch. You shouldn't have done the magnets. You should have gotten better treatment for that cancer, man. You should have done it.
My real hope is that
Sorry, Doug.
by the end of this, I hope we look stupid on Thursday and that this is just another thing where it's just all over on Thursday. I'd be happy if we just killed this episode. No, I'd still put it out. I'd be happy if this was all over.
Look how dumb we are.
Because who knows? Trump said it could last 4 to 5 days, could be 4 to 5 weeks, could be 4 to 5 months. Who knows?
I don't know. It's all up to Donald Trump. It's his idea.
Who knows?
What did he say? He sets the latitude. It's his latitude or whatever fucking nonsense. Sorry, Doug.
Maybe by Thursday he'll up it to 4 to 5 years. Who knows?
Yeah.
He did say, maybe we'll go out on this. He said if
Who
this
said?
Trump. Literally had to go to Truth Social for this one because I guess he saw the reporting in the Wall Street Journal and all those places where they're going, I don't know, the math seems a little confusing about these munitions. Donald J. Trump says, the United States munition stockpiles have, at the medium and upper medium grade, never been higher or better. As was stated to me today, we have a virtually unlimited supply of these weapons. Wars can be fought forever and very successfully. Ben's messaging, so it doesn't matter. Using just these supplies, which are better than other countries' finest arms, at the highest end, we have a good supply, but are not where we want to be. Much additional high-grade weaponry is stored for us in outlying countries. Sleepy Joe Biden spent all of his time and our country's money giving everything to P.T. Barnum, in parentheses.
What the fuck?
In parentheses, Zelensky of Ukraine. Hundreds of billions of dollars worth, and while he gave so much of the super high end away free, and he didn't bother to replace it, fortunately, I rebuilt the military in my first term and continue to do so. The United States is stocked and ready to win big. Thank you for your attention to this matter, President Donald J. Trump. So don't worry, guys, we can go forever. This war can go forever.
One last thing, I was talking earlier about Posobiec and to get a pulse on what they're doing. I was looking at who's. Guess whose Twitter page I was looking at?
Ben Shapiro?
No, Mike Cernovich.
Oh, okay.
Because he's
dude, they lost Matt Walsh. Have you seen?
Oh yeah.
Matt Walsh is.
It's fucking like, what is going on? That Matt Walsh is like.
Matt Walsh.
This is stupid. I don't agree with this at all. This isn't what I voted for.
Matt Walsh has ceased caring about what a woman is and has moved on to what an Iranian.
What is an Iran war?
Yeah, he's pissed.
He's wearing all kinds of goofy outfits and trying to. He's making a documentary. He's going into the army and being like, "What is Iran? What is Iran?" That's a bad fucking joke. But Cernovich is starting to create a new meme. Or like try to steer us. He's calling it this is the first masculine The first time we're having a masculine party in charge and doing masculine war, something like that.
That's true.
Here, go pull up his fucking Twitter page real fast. I'm sure we can find it real quick. Yeah, we have never in our lifetime seen a war executed in the right-wing masculine. We always got this hodgepodge of compassionate conservative, coalition of the willing, or we got the toxic feminine Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton allowing Benghazi to happen. Shut the fuck up about Benghazi. Yesterday, a bunch of Pakistani lunatics tried to invade the embassy, and what happened? They got shot. We can say to their new leader, you're going to run a stable government, and you're going to do it the way that we want, or we're just going to kill you. That's the masculine. The right wing is to say, here's the line. Remember Obama would draw these red lines, and then he wouldn't follow them? That's not right wing. Eventually, we will get a coalition who is willing to play ball.
Dude, these people are so fucking stupid. It's unbelievable. They're trying to effect a regime change in Iran. They're literally all these other countries. They might seriously have regime change in these other countries. Bahrain is on fire right now.
I hope the fucker
people
who
are
took me for a
rising
ride.
up against the government. You're seeing people in these other Gulf state countries cheer on the Iranian missiles when they hit these bases and stuff. Whoo! I don't know what the fucking plan is here, but hopefully,
Who cares, dude? It's the masculine. It's the masculine
as
right
long as
wing.
look, it doesn't matter.
Hey,
as long
baby,
as it's
calm
masculine.
down.
As long as it's masculine war, that's all I care about.
The masculine, the right wing masculine driving the car on the road trip, just drinking beer, drunk driving. Baby, calm down. Keep your eyes on the road.
I'm
please.
doing this real
Shut up,
mask
baby.
like.
What's that?
I'm doing it real mask like.
Yeah, I'm doing it real masculine. Okay, the bonus is going to be fun. We're gonna.
No, but seriously, we're gonna talk about Ben's new health stuff. Which is
yeah, and the stupid
kind
shit
of
I said to a
alarming.
Girl Scout.
Oh yeah, did he call her a nectarine kicker?
I stand by the nectarine kicker thing. That was funny.
Only you can decide.
All right, folks. See you there.
Coming up on this week's episode of BenandEmil'sShow.com.
Oh,
I'm fucking craving me some pancakes.
Love a pancake.
I think I should shave my head. Fuck it.
Dude, I've been thinking about shaving my head.
Are you serious? Dude,
Just-
can you imagine if we both just showed up with shaved heads?
I wouldn't do it if you did it because it would be like, what are we? You know, that's
Who
insane.
cares?
We'd look like a skinhead podcast.
Yeah.
We'd look like
we should do that. We're a skinhead podcast now.
We're renaming this to the Fourth Reich and
The hate podcast.
we want to talk to you. That would be crazy.
Well, I forgot where I was going with that. I need to get pancakes in my life. Really cool guy. He gives me like a quick 10-minute, like, follow my finger, touch my,
It's in your asshole.
making sure that
Well,
let me
Doc,
touch
I
your butt, touch my butt now.
Follow my finger.
Follow my, yeah.
What the hell?
Give me a catheter. I'll give you one. He does the whole thing, and I pass with flying colors. I mean, he's like, I've never seen somebody
He's like, holy shit.
with a better
dude.
brain than you.
You can really follow fingers.
Yeah.
I'm fully up your asshole right now, and you're staring right at.
Can you Google famous people with brain aneurysms?
Yeah. Maybe Oprah has one.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Oprah Winfrey, and I'm trying to destigmatize brain aneurysms.
Emilia Clarke suffered 2 fatal brain aneurysms during her time on the show.
What do you mean
Needing a
suffered
brain
2?
surgery and a
How do you suffer 2 fatal brain?
Wow.
Often fatal.
Maybe. Wow. Doctor.
Oh,
wait, go back.
she had the surgery.
Dr. Dre, Sharon Stone, Kim Kardashian.
Dude, he's fine. He made a
Kim
full
Kardashian found one and monitoring a small brain aneurysm.
Oh my God.
Marla Gibbs.
That does that does make it easier. Oh, okay. So now we're getting
Yeah,
to people
Tom
who died.
Sizemore, the actor, died, passed away from a ruptured
Dude,
brain aneurysm.
Joe Biden had 2 clipped in 1988. It's nothing.
Wow. Okay, if Joe Biden had 2
He's
clipped in
doing great.
88,
Yeah. He's
okay,
doing
that's
great.
what Google should have shown me.
Honestly, dude, Quincy Jones
Yeah.
had 2.